So my friend is here. We are still talking about the same stuff. He's one of the very respected person that I like to talk to. He's a Muslim, Naz, and we've talked about this before. I don't know if you have any comments on it. Maybe you might have had some comments on it. Said, are you going to take? It's okay. We're just talking. If you want to.
Get some food anyway.
Oh, they want to go get some food. Okay, go ahead. I was just talking to him, and it keeps coming up, and I haven't gotten a satisfactory answer. I'm just wondering what you might have to say about it. I might have asked you this before about the Quran, Surah 3, verse 55. I'm still trying to figure out, because I looked in all the languages, and all the languages, mutawaffiqa has not been translated at all. And it just, it doesn't look good for, the Islam when it's taking words out of its own text in the translation and not correctly translating it, because and we Google translated it, we looked at it with other, like my brother here, he's from Morocco, he's a native Arabic speaker, I think you've met him. So he said, well, it means to die or to kill. And I asked another person who's also Arabic speaking, he says it's to die or to kill. So all the time that keeps coming up.
How do non-Muslim translators translate it? Like N.J. Dawood.
You know who translated it correctly? Ahmadiyya.
Oh, okay.
So the Ahmadiyya Quran says in this, if you go to ahmadiyyaquran.com, you will find this verse where Allah is saying to Jesus, I will cause you to die and raise you to me. That's exactly Ahmadiyya. No, but Ahmadiyya actually have this theology about Jesus dying on the cross. So they didn't. Yeah. But the problem is, they consider them non-Muslims. Ahmadiyyas are considered non-Muslims.
It's not because of that. It's because of Ghulam Ahmed.
Well, Ghulam Ahmed, but the thing is that their version of the Quran has translated it like this in English. So that means they obviously didn't have any problem with their theology.
Version, but it's a different translation.
The translation is the same.
They read the same version, but it's a different translation. So their interpretation is like reads death.
Well, it's not. We're not talking about it. So I think we should stay away from interpretation. I'm not talking about interpretation.
I mean, like English translation.
I'm just talking about English translation. So their English translation of their Quran, when it comes to Surah 3, verse 55, says this, which is exactly what it says.
That translation.
But the problem that I have, and that's what I'm asking you, and I don't know why you say that, because all your translations, not only English, not only even the non-English ones, any other language other than Arabic, takes mutawaffiqa out.
They don't take it out. They give it. They translate it as take, rather
as what?
Take.
Take.
Or something else rather
okay,
than
so
death.
if you say, okay, now we got a new answer. This is my friend is Arabic, so I'm going to point to him because you're going to have to help me. Does mutawaffiqa in any sense can mean take? He says no. You're not an Arabic speaker. Where did you get take from?
Just from the English translation.
Which English translation told you it was take? I've looked at all the English translations. All of them said to decease or to die. That's all the English translation says to mutawaffiqa. It never says to take. You might have come up with sleep. But are you Muslim?
Yes.
Okay. Surah 3, verse 55.
The word that you ask your friend
mutawaffiqa.
Yeah, what's the word that you asked him to translate?
I asked him to translate mutawaffiqa because he said it could mean to take.
No, to take you. وَفَّى عَهْدَهُ, to give his promise or to take his promise.
Okay, can you go to Quran?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So what is it? What is it saying in there?
To take.
To take.
Yeah. You can't
Well,
take
mutawaffiqa, what does it mean in English?
When you say وَفَّى عَهْدَهُ, what does it mean وَفَّى عَهْدَهُ?
No, I'm not talking about that.
What he promised him.
He delivered what he promised.
Yeah, he did what he was promised to do.
Yeah.
So he may accomplish his mission.
For example.
Yeah, but you're going to Quran.com. I know, but you're going to Quran.com. That is the one I'm saying is missing that word. When you click on mutawaffiqa.
It's not missing the word.
In Arabic it's there, my friend. In the English it's not there.
No, look, take you. متوفقة,
To take you, right? Yeah, I know that. Okay, listen, Jamal, listen. Can you go back to that point? He's saying that mutawaffiqa has been translated to. Yeah. So is that a correct translation?
What does it English?
It says right here on top of it.
No, not take you.
No.
Make you talk.
So why is he saying it's wrong?
Huh?
Why is he saying it's wrong?
There's four meanings for this word. This word can be said in three ways.
Give me the 3 ways. Give it to me.
Like to take you,
To take you,
to deliver you,
to deliver you.
like to an end goal. So توفى
All right, okay, all right, all right, all right.
Deliver his promise.
All right,
He
okay.
accomplished what he wanted to
Okay,
accomplish.
okay. And
And I don't know the third one maybe.
oh, you don't know the third one. It
No,
cannot
no.
mean to die.
No, it can be like to die.
So why didn't you say that?
Yeah, it
Is
can
that
be
the
there.
primary?
No, but that doesn't mean this way. It takes you.
All of them say take.
I know.
Yeah.
That is the
Point
thing. That is the problem.
making a point. What's the point?
You just stepped over here, bro.
making any point.
You don't know what the point is? You changed the Quran.
You change the Quran.
Yeah. In your translations have not translated the word mutawaffika. And he's saying it can mean to deliver, to take. And my friend here, are you Arabic? He's Arabic. What do you mean it doesn't matter? Hold on, hold on, hold on. How does it not matter if he speaks Arabic? How does it not matter?
What is changed?
Are we talking about English? What is your native language?
Doesn't matter what my native
Okay,
language is.
fine.
What's not changed?
They say, yeah.
I just showed you. You just stepped over here.
It's there.
It's not there.
What word are you looking for?
Mutawaffika.
What did he just show you now?
It's mistranslated.
So you're saying they don't know how to translate the word?
No, no. They're omitting that word.
Muhammad Azza Aisha forced you to die.
Okay. But is that in the Quranic translation? Is that a translation of the
You
Quran?
can translate it in that way.
Naz, please. I respect you. So please answer honestly. Muhammad Azad. Who is he?
He's Muslim.
I didn't say what his faith is, bro. Who is he? What is his title? Who is this person? What's his claim to fame? Is he a translator? Is he a preacher? Is he a qari? Is he an imam?
Translator. I don't know too much about it.
Okay, I know. So that's
But
why
he's
I'm
from a
asking
Jewish
you.
background, he converted to
So
Islam.
please, don't go to something that you found.
But it's a famous commentary, like. It's
Okay, so
respected.
you're looking at. Okay, thank you. Thank you for saying the word commentary. So is that the commentary?
He's done translation and commentary.
So let me make this very clear. On the commentaries, a lot of the commentaries would translate it correctly by saying, I'll cause you to die. But those are in the commentaries. Do the people read commentaries? Do, Naz, I really respect you. Please.
Translation as well. It's both.
Okay, go to his translation. You just went to his
No,
commentary.
this is his translation. These are different translations. So, Lord God said, "Oh Jesus, verily I shall cause thee to die." And
Okay, but this is a commentary.
But if
now
you
it's
go
translation.
if you go
Okay.
to Arabic dictionary, I mean the proper Arabic dictionary, mutawaffika, you die.
Yeah.
They don't say you sleep.
No, no, he's saying, you know what the guy is saying? To
Arabic
take.
is Arabic. I mean mutawaffika is lugha. They say it's the lugha
I
Quraysh.
believe
the
Jesus
Arab.
could have naturally
Quran
died.
is lugha.
Yeah, I
So
believe
Arabic
Jesus could have naturally died
Yeah.
as well.
Right, no, that's besides the point.
I
But
don't have a
with this
problem.
guy, yeah, I know you don't have a problem, but I have a problem because all your Quran, when you go to
I
Quran.com,
don't
show
even
me,
have
okay,
a problem with Jesus not coming back.
it's
And
not a
just
problem. I'm not
naturally
asking
dying.
about your faith or what your, we're not talking, we're just simply talking about a verse that in your Quran.com, where you have all the translations of Quran, none of them have this. What you just
This
pulled
one
up,
does. This has
is this from the Quran.com?
this has lots of different translations,
Which one are you on?
including the IslamicAwaken.com.
Okay, IslamAwaken.com is not where you go to get your Quran.
they got
People
loads of
go to
different
Quran.com to read the Quran. Do you ever have anybody go to QuranAwaken.com to read the
It's not
Quran?
like the whole mankind.
Sir, I understand what
Some
you're
people
saying.
go Quran, some people go Islamic.
No,
It doesn't
I'm talking.
really
Look,
make any
I'm
difference.
talking about English. English means Western. Western means the people who are not aware of. There is a website
Quran.com
called.
is your favorite.
Right. No, not my favorite.
So we
I'm
can
just
go to
saying,
that.
if I go and type into Google Quran, it will come up with Quran. Will it ever come up with this website called IslamAwaken.com?
Yeah, it does.
No.
Yeah.
If I put Quran.com, if I put Quranic verse Surah 355, it doesn't come up with. Do the Google search right now.
Okay.
You will not come up with Islam Awakened. Quran.com is on top.
Yeah.
What is this?
This is Islamic studies.
Okay, right? There you go. And does that say anything about him dying? Let's click on each one of them and see what it says. Okay, now here we go. And when Allah said, "I will recall you,"
So
my friend, recall
one
you. It doesn't even
interpretation.
say that you have completed your mission. So I'm going to call you to myself. It just says I will recall you.
It's an
Why?
interpretation.
Okay, fine. All right. So now we are looking at. See, this is the problem. You just use the word interpretation. That's supposed to be a translation, not an interpretation.
Translation is an interpretation.
All right, fine. All right, that's fine. You're right. But the thing is that you got a lot of different interpretation, and now you're going through this.
So here's my Islam.
Okay.
They have different translations.
All right. Let's take a look at the third one down, and we're not seeing any. We're scrolling through a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
All of them
I
are.
was just looking for Muhammad Azad, but
No, don't look for. I look for all of them. So he's found one guy, which if you really look for him, now I'll tell you, you can find this in Ahmadiyya Quran, that also states that. Ahmadiyya Quran also states that it says Allah caused you to die. Why? The Ahmadiyya Quran doesn't know how to translate in English? Why are they mistranslating?
that's the correct translation as well.
Thank you
I
for
don't have a
saying that.
problem with that
That is
translation.
correct. But the problem with that is that if he is causing him to die and raising him to death, that is, you are talking about resurrection.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Now, give me your interpretation of this verse. How is that connected to? Let's walk away from here.
So it could like natural death.
Sorry, let's just walk over here because it's too loud. All right.
Yeah, it's just natural death that God gives Jesus. Jesus naturally passes away.
And I'll call you. Okay, right. All right. You know what? I have no problem with that. What you just said. But the problem is. No. Don't worry about that. That comes second. But that's a good point. What he's made. But here's the point, Naz, that I'm making. Even if it means that I'll make you die natural causes or when you'll die, right? Doesn't matter. Why was it not translated into another language in that way, where it would say, "I will cause you to die naturally" or whatever?
Muhammad Az's translation translates it that way.
There is one that you Ahmadiyya have a different.
There's two.
Look, the whole point of
At
bringing
least
this.
that we know of from offhand.
Naz, you're a very
There may
smart
be some
person.
more.
You're a smart person, and I know you know this. The point of me bringing this up is because Muslims tell us Jesus never died on the cross.
I believe that as well. I believe Jesus never died.
If he never died on the cross, then why is Allah saying, "I'll cause you to die and raise you to me"?
So natural death.
When?
So he wasn't murdered, but he could have naturally passed away.
Now, this is a very big one, what you just said. Anaz, are you sure you're going to say that?
He wasn't killed.
No. But
he
are
could
you sure you're going to
naturally
stick with
pass
that
away.
statement? That's a very big statement you just made.
Yes.
Okay, so you're saying that Jesus did die on earth.
Naturally passed
Naturally,
away.
possibly.
Yeah.
But the Islam teaches us that Jesus went straight to heaven. He never died.
That's the mainstream view that either he.
Now,
called
if
it
you
or
say
put
that
it
he
to
could have
sleep.
naturally died, and that view that is 99% of the Muslims believe out there, that Jesus never died.
It's not a salvific view. So Muslims can hold different views on this.
All right, I
it's
understand
not a
that
matter
argument.
of-
I understand that argument. However, what I'm saying is, when
And
they
there are
confront.
some Muslims that believe that Jesus naturally died. Naturally.
Who are those Muslims that believe? So I didn't know there were Muslims that believe that Jesus naturally died. Who are those Muslims? What are they
It
called?
tends to be like academics.
Academics. Really? So you mean the really learned people in Islam are of the view that Jesus naturally died? Did he die in Kashmir? Because that's the Ahmadiyya view. Huh?
No one believes that among Muslims or even academics. It's just the Ahmadis that hold to the view that he died in Kashmir.
So where was he when he died?
There was like Mutazilis. They were Mutazilis, so they were like an early group in Islamic history. So some of them believe that Jesus naturally passed away.
Right. All
And
right.
it's in the tafsir of Ibn al-Ashur. He's a Maliki scholar from Spain.
Is that the Sahih Hadith?
No, it's tafsir.
I mean tafsir. So
So
is that an
he-
accepted
he
tafsir?
points
The
to
author is
Ibn
he
Abbas.
accepted author?
Yeah, he's a Sunni
He's a
Maliki.
Sunni.
yeah.
Okay. When was he? When was he alive? What time
During
period?
the Spain period.
Sorry?
During Andalusia.
Oh, so
period.
this is like very late. What are we talking
It's
about?
not very late.
Is it 8th or 9th century?
It'll be over 500 years ago,
So maybe like 16th, 15th,
I believe.
14,
I
1500s.
know it's Ibn Ashur. He's a mainstream like Sunni
Okay.
Mufassirun,
Yeah.
commentator of the Quran. So he makes mention of the view that Imam Malik and
Right.
Ibn Abbas.
But there's
interpretation
there's one
that
more
Jesus-
question that's coming to my mind. If he was to die naturally and then Allah is going to raise him to him, but why would Allah tell that to Jesus? Is there any reason to to say that, because as a man, if he's going to die, Allah never said that to Moses, to Abraham, to Muhammad, to anybody else. Well, Muhammad is your prophet. I mean, I'm just saying. Nobody was told by Allah that I will cause you to die.
When Muhammad wanted the 7 heavens, he didn't have to die. He wanted the 7 heavens without dying.
Right.
Why did he have to make Jesus die to go to?
Yeah. No, but so you're saying, why do you?
It's not a salvific, like you don't have to. Like God
No,
raises Jesus in a manner that is befitting.
No, but the problem with this is
In the
that
best
because
way to know God.
Islam is the only religion that only by 1 or 2 verses overturns Christianity by saying he never died on the cross. Whoa.
Yeah, I believe that. He
Allah
didn't
raised
die on
him
the
to
cross.
himself. Now, when he says
there's
it was made to
implications
appear
as well in
and
the
Allah raised him to himself, the Muslims say, well, he was taken alive into heaven. That's what they say. Do you believe that?
Yes.
But then you said you believe that he died naturally.
Yeah, and he was taken up like Elijah or Enoch.
No, they were translated. So you have a misunderstanding
Or
of translated.
translated, or
Translated has a
assumed,
different
yeah.
meaning, and maybe that's confusing you. And I'll clear that up in the next one. But first, I want to go with this one. You said that. Hold on, I'm losing the train of thought here. That Jesus was. You're saying 2 things at the same time. What I'm hearing. So maybe you can clear it up to me. Are you saying that when the Quran says that he was neither crucified nor died, but was made to appear, and Allah took him to himself, right? That's what it says. On that verse, what is your view? Are you saying, yes, he did not die and went straight to heaven, to Allah, but because on the other hand, you're saying, no, he died naturally. So naturally would mean that without the cross. So when was that naturally? Was that after the cross, and when and where was that? And why does the Quran not say that? Because the Quran is saying the opposite of what you're saying. Because here's a few contradictions going on. Do you understand the contradiction?
I don't see the contradiction.
Okay, so maybe I'm missing something.
Because
So
there's
explain it to me.
There's a difference between someone not being killed and murdered and someone not dying. So just because you weren't murdered doesn't mean you didn't die naturally later on.
I understand that.
So it's just to do with the manner in which Jesus.
Okay,
ending was
Naz, I understand that
This
point.
could have happened in the empty tomb. So Jesus is placed alive in the empty tomb, and then from the tomb, God takes his life and raises him up to himself.
Okay, now you made that clear. So my friend is saying that it could be that Jesus was put in the tomb alive, meaning that he wasn't completely dead. Maybe he lost his consciousness from the cross, and he was put into and in the tomb he died. That's what he's saying. In the tomb he died, which was a natural death, and Allah took him to himself. Is that what your point of view is?
In a nutshell.
So
yeah.
he
In a
was
nutshell.
crucified.
Well, he's saying yes, he was crucified, but the Quran says he wasn't crucified. So now what is he going to do about that?
The crucifixion here means like he was killed by crucifixion.
No.
But he wasn't crucified.
Look,
they didn't. Kill
whatever
him
it
by
means, this is
crucifixion.
not the point. Naz, don't try to.
That would be my
Naz, please. The question is not whether he was killed or what. The Quran is saying he was never crucified.
Yeah, they didn't crucify him.
Yes.
Meaning
So if they didn't
kill
crucify him,
by crucifixion.
so you're taking it one.
It says that Jesus was crucified on the 9th hour. It means he was impaled or hung on the cross on the 9th hour.
Well, are we going to discuss? Can we just stick
The
with
word-
this one?
The word crucifixion has
Yeah.
2 meanings.
Okay.
It can mean to hang someone and kill someone,
okay.
or expand someone upon the cross.
Okay.
And it can also mean to kill them by the means of crucifixion.
Okay.
So I'm taking this second meaning, that they didn't kill him by the means of crucifixion.
All right. Now, since you are just
So they didn't
very,
kill him,
yeah.
or did they kill him by
to tell you the truth, what you're explaining, you're trying to have it both ways right now, is what I'm getting. Because you're saying he died in the tomb, he was brought down, but then you cannot clear up the question that my friend here was asking. Well, the Quran is not saying that. Quran is saying he was never crucified. And you're saying, no, crucified means that he wasn't killed on the crucifixion. He could have been like crucified and not killed on the cross. So but that's
So
not
they
what the.
didn't crucify him then, because their objection is to kill him. But since they took him down alive, therefore they didn't crucify him, because they didn't achieve what they wanted
Right.
to.
Okay. So, anyways, going back to the main thing, we can discuss this, and I have a lot of other points that I want to make, but I'm going to stop here because it's going to take forever. And
I'm
it's
not Ahmadi, but I think Ahmadi make a good point. about
But they
Jesus
translated
surviving
it.
crucifixion.
Right.
Because
But-
Ahmadis believe he survived crucifixion.
Right. So they would say that Allah, but it's not surviving
And the
crucifixion.
point is not original to them, because others before them has also made the same point.
Right. But if you're making that
Jesus
point that hey,
survived
Jesus was
crucifixion.
crucified or he didn't die, are you saying he was crucified but not died on the
He
cross?
survived, yeah.
But not died on the cross.
Yeah.
But the problem is that the Quranic verse that 355 is saying I'll cause you to die, not to fall asleep or go unconscious and then I'll bring you to myself, which is what would happen if
Yeah, so
we believe
this
what
is
you say.
God rather than the enemies.
What?
So this is God will cause Jesus to die rather than the enemies will
True.
put him to death.
Okay, so
they
I'll
didn't
cause
kill
you to
him, but
die.
God killed him,
Right.
so,
But that means that Jesus died
naturally.
naturally. So that means that when Muslims say Jesus never died, it's not correct. My friend, can I ask you one quick question?
Interpretation.
Just one. Did Jesus die or did he go alive to heaven? Sorry? He did not die. Why do you say that?
Because Allah says in the Quran that he killed himself.
So he was not crucified nor was he killed, but was taken up to heaven.
Where's your evidence that he was died?
My friend, we're having
You have
another
no evidence that he
discussion.
died.
I'm having another
You
discussion.
don't have no evidence that he
Okay,
died.
I don't have it. Sorry, thank you. I'm having another discussion, bro. You don't even know what I'm talking about. You don't know the conversation I'm having.
Welcome to join.
Okay, so Naz, you just heard him say he never died.
And it's a
Let me ask him,
respectable opinion.
my friend.
Same answer.
Can I ask you?
answer.
Can I ask you?
This is the same answer.
Can I ask you?
Now you
Did
want to talk
yes?
to
Can I
the
ask you? Did Jesus die on the cross?
No.
Was he killed?
No.
No. Did he go to heaven?
Yes.
Did he ever die before he went to heaven?
No.
It's a respectable opinion. And
My friend, this is not my opinion. This is the Islamic opinion. You've seen this brother has been coming here for a long time. He's went to Hajj. He's a very good Muslim. So these are not Muslims that are just somebody who doesn't know.
But does it mean
They
that
should know
Jesus
that.
is God or should
No,
we
no. But the
worship
problem,
Jesus?
no. We're not going there.
It
Let's,
doesn't affect
Naz,
any core doctrine of
Naz,
Islam
I'm not trying to
as
say
to
it.
what happened to Jesus after the crucifixion.
Naz, this whole conversation is about one surah, one verse. Surah 3, verse 55. Did Allah say that I'll cause you to die? Yes, He did. And you admit it. If I ask him that question, I don't know what he's going to say. If I ask him that question, he doesn't even know. If I ask him, he doesn't know what it
It can also
is.
be used as a metaphor for sleep.
That's fine. I'm okay
Like
with
in the
that.
New Testament,
Yes, it
it's
can be.
used.
Yes, you're right. It can
So
be
it
a
could
metaphor
also
for
mean
sleep.
that I will cause you to
I accept that.
something like that.
Naz, I accept that. The problem is not the translation. If it was translated as I will put you to sleep and bring you to me, I wouldn't have any problem. The problem is with the omission. Do you see that? Omission shows guilt. When you take something out of your text, you say, this word, I'm not going to translate it into any language other than Arabic, mutawaffika, even if it means to sleep, even if it means I'll call you to me. What does mutawaffika means?
I don't even understand what you're trying to say. But your Bible. What
No,
language
don't worry
was
about it.
written?
Don't worry. We're not
What
talking about
language was
it.
written?
Don't worry about that.
What language
Okay,
was it written?
so Naz, that's the point.
Naz.
Now, we're just trying to make one conversation. Can we have one and then we'll have
No, with you
second?
Christians, you don't like to jump.
Can I have one conversation?
You see the
Okay.
good brother here.
Brother, he's a very
Now you
good
like to
brother.
jump.
That's why I'm talking to him, because he can at least be honest enough to stick with the conversation and not try to jump. So that's the only thing. I'm not here to talk about, all I'm saying is, you guys, Muslims always say, and they always say, oh, Jesus never died, he went to God. But you're saying that it's a possibility Jesus died. My brother Naz is saying that he's died. But the Quran is saying he died.
It definitely means
Surah 3, verse 55. Read it.
Surah what?
3.
What do you mean Surah 3? We don't have in Quran something called Surah 3.
What do you mean?
Is the name of the surahs 3?
No, number 3.
Surah number 3, does it mean you're talking about?
Verse
Al
number
Imran is
55.
the-
What does it say?
Yeah, Al Imran.
Yeah, what does it say?
Okay, let's see. Tell me
in
the
the
chapter
Arabic
again.
world they say the name of it.
Surah 3, verse 55. My friend Naz, the point that I was just trying to say, and that's what I like about you, because you said yes in the other translation, and in this, it does say I'll cause you to die. The problem is not the translation of that, the omission of that word, that is not in the other translation.
Which
That's a
chapter
glaring
in the
issue.
surah?
55.
55, verse 55.
You're a missionary, right?
Okay,
No,
so
who told you that? Who told you that?
This is the 55, okay? So he said, وَإِذْ قَالَ يَا عِيسَى إِنِّي
Bro, can you turn that down or just read it? No, just hold on. Just
You
read
might
it.
understand it, yeah?
Don't
So
worry. But
he
no,
said,
don't. I don't want to hear. Listen, bro. Listen. I've already had the conversation. You just jumped in. I'm just being nice to judge you. I've already had the
When I give you the
conversation.
proof, you said I'm jumping in?
My friend, he is a scholar. He's a
You
person.
just said you have a proof as he's dead and this is mentioned in
Yeah,
the
read
Quran.
it.
So
Read it. I
give
said
to
read
you.
it. Don't put that in my
I
ear.
read it.
Read
I
it.
let you listen to it.
No, I don't want to
And
listen.
I can
No, I
translate
don't
it.
want to
Yes, you
listen
want
to it.
It's your problem if you
I
don't
don't-
understand it.
Okay,
It's not
fine.
my problem.
All right, my friend.
We understand that.
Play
very
it
well.
somewhere else. Come back and tell me what it says.
Yes,
That's it.
it's
All right, thank you,
safe,
Naz.
come
All right, take it easy. All right, thank you, buddy.
Not
All right, I'm done.
Why you
Anyways,
running?
we saw what it says. It says, "I'll cause you to
Oh,
die."
you didn't see nothing.
That's all it says.
You liar.
This guy over here, if I ask him to pull it up, he won't even pull it up.
He just pulled it up. Yeah.
Have him read it. Read it, and anyways, I'm done.
Us, Torah, and
When are you
Injil.
going to read the first three
So
lines?
this is
man?
the three sentences of the third surah.
I said, oh my God, I said, Surah number 3,
This is surah number 3.
verse number
Huh?
55.
Yeah, I read it to you before.
Yeah, go.
You want again?
No, English. Give the English, man. Why are you wasting my time, man?
English, okay. I will show it to you in English, okay? It might make difference for you.
I already
this is
did
in
this, man.
English.
I'm not going to do this again.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
This is in English, okay?
Yeah.
Is
Go
this
to
the one?
Yeah, read it.
Okay, you read it.
All right.
You read it. Tell me what is there. Yeah, this one.
It says right
Uh-huh,
here,
uh-huh.
yeah, when Allah said, "Oh Jesus, indeed I will take you and raise you to myself and purify you." In
Yeah.
here, it's wrong. No, don't worry about
What
that.
is wrong?
The
You
wrong
said
is-
it's in the 55, right? I give you 55.
I'm telling you what is
Yeah.
wrong. If you read the verse, it says
Yeah.
mutawaffiqa.
No, did you
Mutawaffiqa.
understand Arabic?
Yeah, I do.
Do you understand
yeah,
Arabic?
I did.
So in
Okay,
Arabic
we
we
already
can
got
say
through this.
it's-
my
this
friend.
is the-
What does it
your
mean? What does it
problem
mean?
because
What
you
does it
don't
mean? What does
understand
it
the
mean?
language.
What does it mean?
Does it mean as
What
I showed you
I said,
here?
what does it mean? I am asking you, what does the
My
word
dear, you
mutawaffiqa
have
mean?
to learn Arabic to understand
Okay,
that.
you speak Arabic?
Yes, for
Okay,
sure.
can you translate it?
You want me to translate what?
The word.
This one?
Yeah, the word
Okay,
mutawaffiqa.
so the meaning of that,
No, I'm not asking you for the meaning. I'm
That's-
asking
you
you
need
to
the meaning.
translate
It's
the word.
not the same word.
Translate the word mutawaffiqa in
My
Arab
dear,
into English.
there
Okay,
is
thank you.
here
All right,
the
he's
word
running away.
is
He's running away.
No,
Run
you
away,
don't
run
want to
away.
understand
I
the
asked
Bible.
you, what is the meaning of
I already
mutawaffiqa?
told you.
What is
I'm
it?
taking you. I'm
Thank
begging
you.
again.
Thank you. No,
You just
never
want
mind.
to argue.
All right. Again, Islam is false. I'm out.
Sir?